we're going to Chicago, and if you remember, let's just dive into the story before we start adding some more context to it. But this is from independent news outlet called Unraveled Press. CPD, so that's Chicago. I told you I'm out of it. All right, sorry. Chicago Police Department leaders knew cop proposed hiring hitman to kill fellow detective, a new federal lawsuit alleges. A new federal lawsuit alleges a years-long pattern in which leaders in the Chicago Police Department ignored complaints that an officer had repeatedly physically, mentally, and sexually abused a fellow detective. The complaint, identifying the officer as Jane Doe for her safety, says Chicago Police Detective Marco Torres viciously abused her and threatened her life. They also claim high-ranking officials, including then Chief of the Bureau of Internal Affairs Yolanda Talley, not only failed to protect Doe, but also retaliated against her for reporting the abuse. Police Superintendent Larry Snelling and Chief of Detectives Antoinette Ursitti are also named defendants. According to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court of the Northern District of Illinois on Wednesday, Torres relentlessly tried to find Doe's new home address despite an order of protection against him. In one text exchange with a fellow officer submitted as evidence, he allegedly wrote from a burner phone that he needed her address because he has a, quote, guy from gangs who can get rid of her for $1,000. And this is something, again, I'm going to stop for a second. This is something, so let's reiterate what we discussed so far. This is something he's texting a fellow cop that he's trying to get a gang member to kill another cop, a woman who has been abusing for years that repeatedly that the top brass is ignoring and retaliating against her.
Listen, Chicago PD is just literally, I mean, obviously it's a gang, but it's just like the depths of like how they operate. It's literally, I don't think inner gang warfare operates like that. Like the gangs, they're fighting. Like, oh shit, this nigga's an op, can't be trusted. We gotta get rid of them. They are moving like that. And these are the people who are supposed to, I know every day. Every time, every story, it's always like, these are the people that are protecting and serving. But it should go to show you we are in a dark age, nigga. We have like,
I think Chicago police just doing this podcast, all the things we've gotten to learn from it. That's one of the things I've enjoyed most doing this pod, and that's one of the things is like the dark depths of Chicago police. That's been going on from decades, right? That's why Chicago taxpayers are being like screwed left and right because the city cannot afford to pay for all the settlements that's going back decades. And if y'all were listening to our episode last week we were covering what was her name, officer, I believe it was Kristen Rivera, murdered, shot and killed, quote unquote, in the line of duty by, now it's revealed, the cop who accidentally shot her friendly fire was in a relationship with her. She had just broken up with him. He was stalking her. She was begging top brass to get her on a different unit. They ignored her. Now she's dead. And it seems like they were trying to cover it up because we didn't learn until just now the thing that they have known this whole time, that they were in a tumultuous relationship. And he has previously gotten in trouble for assaulting other female officers.
You're not going to like my metaphor.
That's okay. I don't have to like it. What is it?
It's like the only thing I can see. Like if Chicago is like a human body, if it's a human nerve, when you have something, your own immune system is attacking you. Like the thing that's supposed to protect you, the cops is attack. Chicago has AIDS. Chicago has fucking AIDS, bro. It's my own immune system.
You're right. I was like, why would I not like this metaphor? You got that. Yeah. Is it AIDS? You could say. Could we say cancer?
No, your autoimmune.
Damn, you're right.
Your immune system, the thing that's supposed to be helping you.
We don't have to think about Reagan and the epidemic.
No, we have to think about all the
to the
negative,
the LGBTQ
I'm talking
community.
about just as a Your
Talk about autoimmune diseases,
I'm talking
guys.
about the physical
Why is
definition.
everyone getting mad at my analogy?
Don't ignore the historical context. Let's talk about purely mechanical.
Can you ignore the historical context for
I'm
1
talking about
second?
a purely mechanical metaphor, right?
Yes,
now.
yes,
Okay?
yes. I get what you're saying.
As your immune system's turned, that's crazy.
It is.
Your T cells are fucking killing you and killing each other and not helping you at all. It's just literally actual. They need it's crazy to watch. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Who do you call to help when the people who are helping you are literal fucking cancer cells?
There's the systemic, deep-rooted issue of policing in America and specifically Chicago. And then also with Chicago, it gets into this weird territory of what is going on internally where there's all this abuse of male cops to female cops. One, that there's so much cases of this. Weird as shit, crazy. And two, the pattern of the protecting the male cops. The code of silence, we all know. But what if the victim is one of your own? Mm-hmm. What happens to the brotherhood there? I mean, I think brotherhood is kind of the perfect word to use because they are not watching out for their sisters whatsoever.
They're raping their fellow
Jesus
Christ. But and I'm this is me throwing a theory out in the dark, purely speculating, only going off of just what I know about Chicago. I wonder if this started with the Great Migration, everybody moving from the South to areas like Chicago, and you get this large. Chicago is very known to be one of the most racist city in the world. It's literally segregated, north and south. It's segregated for real, and they took out all the economic lines from black people in the city, and now you create this, you create the poverty that exists within Chicago, and all the everything that comes with poverty, all the symptoms that come with poverty, the crime, the violence, the gangs. You take fathers out of the neighborhoods, and now there's just broken family units. Moms have to work double time, or they're addicted to crack, and it's all these domino effects to where now you have this. You got to keep. What are fucking police outside of just control units of population control units, specifically black people population control unit, and you have this iconic city like Chicago that is known for the Great Migration. All the black people came to seek freedom from the South in Chicago. You think you have all this newfound freedom, and the whites of that sound. They're not just going to be oh, well, come on now. No, the response of that is a fucking violent police force that is going to do everything they can to economically starve people. And, that grows and grows and grows. And now we have the super violent police force that is Chicago Police Department. I can see it it's stemming from just black people coming to Chicago and it being the police department being a reactionary force to the black people in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, America was never built to provide for everyone inside of its borders, right? First, it was centuries of slavery. So here we have a giant population within America that is not meant to share in the wealth, only meant to create wealth for everyone else. Then, got their freedom on paper, but then it was okay, now Jim Crow. Now finding new ways because again, this wealth here is not for you. It's not meant to be for you. And then when Jim Crow, all of a sudden, coincidentally, we have a drug war. Now it's mass incarceration. There's always a way to ensure that this country is only for some people, not for everyone. So I think that was very, very excellently put. What you said, especially about the Great Migration and just as we will discuss later, we have another episode, another story about Chicago today, the deliberate targeting of black people in Chicago that we've seen in the past decades and we're still seeing today, and it becomes, it gets to the point of absurdity. But I think we should move on. The last thing I'll say about this, I don't really see a purpose in going and reading all the horrific details about what this cop was allegedly doing to this female officer that we now know through this lawsuit that the high brass completely ignored and, in fact, retaliated against her. But I want to just, again, mention that it's not just we have this case and the case from last week. ProPublica, maybe we'll read from their piece they did recently, a few months ago, I think. But they detailed So many Chicago cops that have been caught with sexual misconduct within their ranks against female subordinates and or colleagues, and they are promoted, and the women are punished. And so many Chicago cops who have like domestic violence charges on them. Again, nothing happens. So this is a problem with the police, we know in general, but specifically in Chicago, something fucking dark is going on.
Chicago is like the premier, like fucking just demon force. Just like, I don't know, like they are the quintessential everything. They exemplify everything we say on this fucking podcast about cops. Every story we talk, half the stories be about fucking, not half, but I'd say a good 12%. Maybe not that much, but a lot. And it's always like, damn, dude, I'm so happy I live in New York City. And New York City's fucked up. Chicago's so fucked up.
Chicago seems a lot worse.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, glad I live here. But
I love Chicago. I don't know how much you've been. It's an amazing city. I love Chicago. I don't want to talk shit about Chicago.
No, yeah.
But y'all's police over there really seem to be on one,
dude,
as they
love
say.
Chicago. You know, you guys... You're like with the Chicago Police Department and Kanye. You guys have created two fucking psychopathic groups, but everything else. I love driving down Lakeshore Drive. My brother is from Chicago. I go to Chicago every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, big love to Chicago. Stay safe, niggas. Keep your head low. I don't even know what to tell you. Fuck. To that female officer, damn. I mean, dude, you know, good luck. God damn. That's, you know, she has like. She's also dealing with the violence of the police. And it's like, she thought the police was going, she's like, you know who I'll go to? My fellow officer. That's crazy.
Yeah.